If you were in D.C. this weekend and saw a group of Abraham Lincoln impersonators descend onto the National Mall, no, you weren't seeing things. Hundreds gathered at a Lincoln memorial on Saturday to mourn the end of the penny as the U.S. Mint pressed its final pennies last month, ending over 230 years of production.
The funeral attendees were clad in Abraham Lincoln costumes and other forms of Victorian-era garb. It was hosted by Ramp, an expense management platform. I'm on Ramp. Event co-producer Jarrell Meek said he was hired to, quote, create a silly moment, so he hired actors and comedians from D.C., New York City, Utah, Texas, and North Carolina. President Donald Trump had called for the Treasury Department to stop making pennies in a Truth Social post in February, calling it a wasteful expense. Ending production, the Treasury said, would save the federal government $56 million per year. Goodbye to the penny, farewell. Wow, sad. I don't know. I think it's obviously indicative of how we're moving to a cashless society more broadly. Like, you can't even use cash at Sweetgreen anymore.
Oh, really?
At least the one in Clarendon, they got rid of cash payments about 2 years ago. And there's a lot of businesses that don't allow you to pay cash. And, you know, for the Mennonites among us, of which maybe I'm one, it's perhaps concerning how everything is digital now, right? It raises all kinds of privacy concerns and the potential for things to be stolen. Everybody's got these credit card swipers now that they're installing at your
come on, Amber,
store.
you're younger than me. You're sounding like a grandma right now.
I am. I'm sorry, but look, cash provides freedom of movement. It allows you to make transactions without people tracking you. And when we're in a time where debanking is now a thing, right, where people lose access to their money or they're unable to get loans or credit cards for a variety of reasons, that's concerning to me. I mean, there were a bunch of gun manufacturers or stores that sell firearms that were threatened with debanking a few years back because of school shootings. And I am concerned about the inability for people to be able to make purchases with cash.
Yeah, I'll say on that note, when I pay with my phone, it's very convenient. And then when I think about the fact that sometimes I'll leave my whole entire purse or wallet, and it's like, okay, my phone's on 1%. Now I can't even walk out of the grocery store, right? Because I have nothing. Right. And I think that those issues will come up, but then also more serious issues like you're bringing up are worth concern. And it's always worth it to have some cash on you. My dad's always told me that. Make sure
that's right. The emergency cash.
Have some money on you. Don't walk around like a fool. But separate from that, when I first watched this, I had two thoughts. I said, one, people have a lot of free time. I mean, they had a whole casket. I know some were paid actors, but they literally eulogized the penny. So it was hilarious. And then on the other hand, I was thinking about all the ways, and I feel like we're both old enough that there used to be those machines where you put a penny in and you flatten it out. And then yeah, like that was a whole
like
thing.
A souvenir thing.
And now I'm like, wait, I know some of these pennies sold for a lot of money, these last minted pennies. So I have a couple like kind of new pennies. Like, are those even worth like $20? I'll take anything for a penny that's more than a penny. I'll take 5 cents for a penny. So now that that's on the table, I'm like, should I try to turn in these pennies or like the $2 bill?
That's right.
And I might be a little bit of a hoarder because I have some $2 bills.
I do too. My grandmother used to put them in cards
on
holidays. Yeah, it was always, you know, if we got a card for Halloween, there would be a $2 bill in it. And that was part of, it was fun, right? It was like a little something from grandma.
So should we start, as we get older, give kids like a little penny in there? That's way less money. Just like, I'm going to give you a penny and a piggy bank with a penny and call it a day.
Yeah, why not? Look, I think the funeral's cute. It's obviously trying to drum up business for Ramp, which is an expense platform. Basically, you can file reimbursements with your company.
Oh, you said you use it, right?
Yeah. Okay. So the Daily Caller uses it, and you just upload your receipt, and they can process it and put the reimbursement in your next paycheck. It's a good user interface, whatever. Clever of them to kind of take advantage of this moment and create this viral story that's going to drive business back to the.
We're talking about it. Free advertisement right now. Okay, well, the United States is venturing into more uncharted waters as the Coast Guard is reportedly pushing another oil tanker near Venezuela. You guys stick around.